Hey guys, welcome to... Fuck. Right, let's try that again, since apparently, it was working 8 seconds for... Sigh. Sessions are back up. Like, seriously, sessions are back up. Yeah, no, they're not. They're up for like 10 seconds at most, and then quite slow. No, wait, no, progress. That's good. That's good, right? Progress. Yay! Oh god, my FPS is tanking. No, wait. It's coming back. Or not. Maybe. Wow, my FPS is terrible in this. I have no idea why. Anyway, welcome to PolyCraft. Yay! I'm actually finally in after like 20 and a half. Yeah, I don't even know how long it's been trying to get back in because, dear god, Minecraft servers have been terrible this weekend. There's an ocean. It goes out pretty far. It's a nice little view at the back. This is my gaff. It's small, it's cozy. It does what I need it to do, which is somewhere to sleep, somewhere to store various crap that I myself kind of own. And, just general stuff. Even as a lighthouse. I don't know why I decided to make this because, well, then again, actually, no. Let's bring it to the map to show you kind of why I decided to do it, because there's pretty much nothing but ocean to the south and west of here, so it was like, when I saw this on the map and it was decided, that might be somewhere nice to build, and then you could stick up a kind of a lighthouse here, because that is a fucking large enough ocean. Although then again, what is on the other side of the ocean? Well, we'll only find out once we get a game version or snapshot that's stable enough that has the new lighthouse, or that has the new terrain generation on it. I thought that was something random. That's just my wall. Yes, it's just a lighthouse. It's the average lighthouse because rushing optics is far too overrated. So I'm not going to bother with a great lighthouse because I'm not rushing optics. Yes. There's a lot of nerdy Civ references, and a lot of other kind of video game references in PolyCraft's server because, we play the games. Here's me donkey. I should probably open more gates so I can actually get out of here. Get out, you tosser. Yes, this is my donkey, and this is the Des Moines Donkey Domicile, aka my gaff. Okay, bad FPS, not good for donkey controlling. I kind of live out in the suburbs. Because, well, yeah, it's summer. I shouldn't even be going into town. You know what? Let's just wait until night, and I can sleep it out of the way, and then we can come back and actually, explore properly. And hopefully I'll figure out why the hell my FPS has gone to crap. Also, the wool will possibly reveal itself in a future, in the future, because, yeah, just ignore it for now. It doesn't mean anything as of yet. Come on. Come on. Nighttime, please. Like, seriously, give me the night. Give me the night. Come on. Set quicker so I can actually sleep and pass through the night. Because actually going to town during the night is just... It's not that it's a problem, it's just annoying because the town is a lot nicer in the day. And the pathway is a lot, more direct during the day. At night it's just like... Yeah, you might get the random skellies trying to shoot at you, or the random creepers following you because they're creepers. Yes, I get it, I can really sleep at night. God, I wish that would just go away from chat. Yay! Back to daytime. Now we can actually go into the town. If my mouse will actually work. Come on. There we go. Much better. Come on, you. Come on. There we go. Let's actually go to the main town, village, whatever it is, because that's where most of the activity happens. Again, as I said, I'm in a suburb. I commute in. I commute by donkey. Everyone else kind of... There's a few other people who commute by horse. I commute by donkey because... Well, because he can carry stuff like maps. And kind of the cartographer of the server, or at least I took it upon myself to begin cartography and continued. There's Scooter's Depot. It used to be called Home Depot, but then I think Dan complained about the fact it was called Home Depot. Dan really just doesn't like it. I'm assuming it's Dan. It's either that or it's Scott. I'm going to guess Dan, because that's a Dan thing to do. There's a load of sheep. There's that stuff. There's a load of cows. Like, there's a load of cows in there. We kind of needed a lot of massive leather production because we used to have Rupert Giles the First used to take a lot of books and paper, and Rupert Giles the Second is starting to take them as well. So we kind of need a lot of leather to make a lot of books to sell for emeralds. By the way, there's a lot of villagers here. Every one of them converted from a zombie villager because we have a zombie spawner nearby enough. That was ironically only found after we built. Well, we just went past it. Let's go back now, actually. We only found it after we built the forge, and it was when we were in the forge smelting stuff. You could actually start hearing loads of zombies, so we kind of went to investigate and realized, oh hey, there's a zombie spawner nearby. No, that's just an armor emporium. The forge is actually under here. If I can actually get off, come on, off me donkey. See me actually get in with the FPS as it is. Yeah, there's a forge under here, and it was just, standing in one of these wings waiting for stuff to smelt. You could hear zombies going like crazy. So it was like, oh, might want to, investigate. There might be a spawner nearby. Sure enough, there was a spawner, so we turned it into a villager conversion thing. Sure enough, it's, not all that far. Sure enough, right here. Zombies. Zombies. So we got some villagers and we just send them up and we trade and, try and get some good stuff. Rupert Giles the First was evicted. We attempted to oust him to our Storchka, and he got, 3/4 of the way there and decided to let himself get killed by a zombie. So he became a zombie, so he was killed. It's a shame. But, he got to the stage where his latest trade was enchanting a book with power 5 for 41 emeralds. And it was actually his last available trade. So we were like, yeah, no, you're not worth it anymore. Got all we could out of him and tried to send him out to our Storchka, which is here, which is Dusky's place. He didn't survive the journey because Dusky doesn't have a bed. Yeah, you might want to get a bed, Dusky. And yes, Kalechian terrorists have been getting into our Storchka, as you can see. I don't know what else there really is in the rest of the village. I didn't do much of this, if at all. At most, I just sat around in the spawner making villagers. Literally, I joined on the first day, did a fair bit of stuff, started the gaff over there, came back. It was a week later because I forget why, and then bam, everything else had popped up, like the cafe, the Dan's condos. Dan insists on making condos. Okay. He's also built an archery range and a music hall, and oh, okay, the water park has well, the future site of water park has improved a bit. What is he actually doing in there? It's a big, huge site. Like, seriously, it's a big site. It's almost a bit, I'd almost say it's a bit too big, because it's, like, seriously fucking huge. Especially when you consider, town limits are out here sort of thing. So he's like, yeah, you're leaving PolyCraft, and, well, if you really want more stuff to be in, you're going to be adamant about saying, hey, you're leaving the town, try not to take up, the vast majority of it with your stuff. At least most of the other stuff is kind of useful. I mean, the depot is where everything is being stored by everyone. This is Grimbeck's place, if it ever loads in. It's an interesting enough construction, a lot of glass. I think he's been leveling a beach somewhere. Or at least he's been leveling one of the beaches near enough to my place, I think it was. Or there might have been another beach nearby. But anyway, there's also like deserts way over there that he could have been taking down. It's also got the town skeleton spawner. Anything that skeleton spawner is they drop loads of arrows and bones for bone meal. I much prefer them now to zombie spawners, because zombie spawners, after the whole zombie horde update shit like that, zombie spawners to me just became kind of useless for grinding, because they're just gonna, it's just gonna be a pain to get rid of them. Because, you know, anytime you damage one, you could spawn many, many more. And then comes the zombie hordes. Yay. Zombie hordes. That's why I stopped playing on the first server for like the last 2 months of its existence. Because of that zombie change. I just was like, you know, that I just stopped playing because that zombie change basically broke every single village we had, because we all had, you know, normal villages and they were basically almost instantly broken. Yeah, we store a lot of stuff here. I'm still gonna just call this the Home Depot because it kinda is. It's got like, well, it's not much labelled, but you know, it's ready to start sourcing stuff and labelling stuff. We just haven't got around to it really. Either we just don't have enough stuff to really justify it. I mean, 3 shears, whoop-de-doo. I mean, it's not like we're running madly out of space. I mean, we only have... Oh, wow, we only have like half a chest of cobble. Oh, yeah. Because Scott's turned it all back into smooth stone, basically. And in fact, I think our dirt supply isn't even all that great either. Then again, I do have a lot of dirt myself. Oh, or not. Okay, we don't actually have all that much dirt. Probably we haven't done all that much terraforming. Yeah. Not really much else to show around here. I mean, it's a functioning village. I'm not going to go into the nether after the last time. Tried to go into the nether to grow some large mushrooms with bone meal. As soon as I walked in, somebody had left pigmen aggroed. And I think we only managed to source it. Again, because of our limitation, we are not going beyond kind of 800 blocks in any direction until proper snapshot for the biome terrain generation update hits. And then I think Mackie's going to take this particular server file and attempt to transplant the town and its kind of surrounding areas, kind of like the 800 surrounding the origin. It's going to try and transplant that into the terrain as it's generated in the new one, and you know, do a bit of cosmetic surgery to make it look believable. Until then, we're not going all that far, and because of that, you know, we can't have another portal because it needs to be 1024 away. And it was only sorted because I think Scott and Mackie had to actually use their ops to go into creative and actually physically get rid of all the pigmen that were in there. It's like, that was the only way to stop it, and then it was safe to go in, but since then I think we found another place to grow giant mushrooms, because we were running out of mushrooms and we needed them for fermented spider eyes to make the weakness potions to get the villagers. Oh, and we also have a spider spawner that's like 2 blocks down. Well, okay, not 2 blocks. I'm using block in the US sense, not block as in Minecraft block. There's also a spider spawner like not very far. If like directly down here is the zombie spawner, directly down there is the spider spawner. We're gonna leave that in case Phil decides he wants to do something fancy with spiders. I don't particularly see the need in it because all they're going to give is string and experience, and you know, we can get that just by killing random ones. It's not like we actually need all the string. We've made enough leads for our horses and donkeys and whatnot. Which reminds me, I think Scott was saying that we actually have a slime chunk in the town somewhere. Whoop-de-doo, although I think we have a swamp somewhere. Again, I emphasize the somewhere because really there's a lot of... Yeah, let's actually just get the maps out. Let's start with... Northeast of town is... Yeah, not much. Grimbeck's place. There's a pathway which you can probably kind of see leading over, kind of leading through the plains into the snow, and I think that... I actually don't know who lives there. Someone lives there. There's a couple of desert villages in the northeast, and there's a... No, it's a jungle actually. There's a slime directly north, or not a slime, a swamp directly north, so we can get slimes from there. Southwest is me, with a load of nothing and another island in the middle, which had an abandoned mineshaft in there, and southeast is... I think that's Scott's country, as well as having Blower and a few other people somewhere over there. I don't know. Dusky showcased those. Go watch Dusky. He's showcased people around there. He lives around there. He knows his neighbours. I live kind of on my own because I much prefer to. Well, not that I much prefer to. I mean, yes, I kind of was originally one of the people saying that on the old server we were kind of a bit, you know, too secluded from each other because massive plots of land and we had to travel by nether to even get close to anyone. And even via nether it took forever to get somewhere. Now we're kind of a lot closer together, but I still kind of like to live in the suburb. It gives me my own little space. So I got to, you know, have the wall, have the garden, have a little beach, have a lighthouse, have a roof, which sometimes Endermen teleport to and make a very not nice sight when you wake up in the morning. Yeah, that's it for now. I'm going to go try and figure out why the hell my FPS was terrible during this.